I feel like I'm a couple of steps away from OnlyFans.
Well, there's your headline. Were you in the room when I ripped my shirt?
I wasn't sure whether you were going to tell everyone about that.
Oh
or
my
not.
God, tell us, what was it? What was the other Stacey like?
How many Stacys have you had?
I've had more than one Stacey.
So the show should be called Gavin and the Stacys.
I do want you to feel really comfortable, like this is just a normal meal between 4 people.
But you've got cue cards.
We've got
We've
cue
got
cards.
cue cards, and you may have noticed microphones.
I remember my Auntie Thelma going through the glass coffee table in one party we had when I was young.
I bet the guy under it was really surprised.
We might as well stop recording because that is a hell of a joke.
I'm Joanna Pay,
And I'm Mathew Horne.
and welcome to our new podcast.
Table for 4.
We are going to be interviewing,
Some of your favourite, my favourite, and your favourite celebs.
be that partnerships on TV, husband and wife, best friends.
All sorts of unions.
Yeah, that's why it's called Table for 4.
Now, there we go. There will be a table of 4 people that we can guarantee. We can guarantee that. And our first guests today are
Oh my gosh!
Russell Howard and Dan Atkinson.
Come in, boys!
Good day.
Come in!
Hello, nice to see
Hello!
you.
Oh, thank you for coming to our
Thanks for
dinner
having us.
party.
How are you, man?
Please have a seat.
Come and sit down. Yes, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you're
that's all
exactly
good.
like that.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, it's an absolute pleasure.
Who
Thank you
here
for coming
is
on.
nervous about eating on camera?
Oh, now I'm kind of not, because I've done quite a lot of it recently.
Have you?
Yeah. And I've just come to peace with the fact that it doesn't look good ever. Well, not when I do it. I can't do like this, the sexy flake eating, all of that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, I'll just shovel it in.
But I just thought this before you said it,
Right.
that we're going to have to be eating on camera. And there must be something about the way I eat that annoys people. Do you know what that is for each other?
Why do you think? We'll do us in a minute. But
yes,
Why
but go
must
on.
there be something about
I
you
know.
that
There
annoys
must
people?
be.
But why? What have you? Do you only eat on your own? Now?
Because I think I find something annoying in other people, in everybody, when they eat.
Are you going to be
Something sort of-
judging us all the way through this meal?
I think I might now.
Do you want us to help you by the end of this to tell you what it might be?
Oh, that would be incredibly helpful.
Yes.
Always here to help.
That would be really helpful.
I like people who've got quirky eating habits. I
Oh,
like it.
do you?
Yeah, so our mutual friend Carl, whenever he would eat a spaghetti bolognese, he had to get down to his pants because he knew it would go everywhere. I've never seen him do this, but he would go, I'd say, oh, we were going to have tea, and he went, you can't have tea with me tonight, I'm having spaghetti. And I'll be in my pants. But he said he was just fed up of it going everywhere.
Yeah.
Can we have spag bol today?
Are we allowed some of this?
Well, I think actually
Is it
you've
being poured
got
for us?
you've got a cocktail coming in first.
Oh, terrific.
Very special.
Well, I think this is it, isn't it?
Is that the cocktail?
That is your marmalade and Earl Grey cooler.
This is Sam, by the way.
Hey, Sam.
Sam's done all the cooking today.
Despite our best efforts, we were given Sam, and he'll be doing everything today. So these are your requests. So there's a Malbec here, right?
Yes.
This is like a pre-game, pre-drinks aperitif.
So you requested a marmalade and Earl Grey cocktail.
It's,
It's so specific.
it's that time of day when we have it. No, I said that we should have some tea.
I see.
Because when we used to work together on the TV
that
show...
sounds like Paddington Bear on the run. just like I've seen stuff.
they've
Get me
lit-
back to Peru.
They've liquidized him.
Yeah.
We used to have tea brought to us all the time, and it was a source of constant shame for us. When we'd be in the writing room,
Yes.
and there'd be runners who would bring you tea, and
Yes.
it always felt unearned, undeserved, and we would just awkwardly say, "Oh, I would like some tea, please. Sorry."
But
Yeah.
it was a wild sort of knock-on effect to suddenly have people bring you tea.
I know that's
And
it
as
is
many,
quite,
and they would just appear, and that was kind of their job. But we
Did you
felt
feel like you were exploiting it?
Do you know what felt weird is sometimes I like tea so much that I'd go and get my own, and then I would feel like I was doing someone's job, and they would get upset. So I didn't feel like I was exploiting it, but I was aware that I was drinking too much.
Shall we pour these
Yeah,
now?
where does it go though? In which one?
I don't know where.
Do you reckon it's that one?
I think Sam should have
yeah.
poured this for us because I
Sam-
feel quite bad
Sam-
inviting you
Sam's
to
gone.
dinner, and now
Sam.
you are pouring it for us.
Do you want me to?
Shall I go? I'm going to go with that one.
You can have that one. There you go.
Imagine if you'd done a different
that's
one
fine.
for each person.
So what is this again? A gin?
This is Earl Grey and tea. Earl Grey and marmalade.
Marmalade and Earl Grey
No, I'm all right.
cocktail. Cheers.
Cheers.
What do you think?
Yeah.
It's got a real hangover-y colour, hasn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
But what it also, but it's your classic Christmas drink. It smells fantastic, and then you try it, and you're like, oh, not for me, and yet you keep on drinking.
I know, it's true.
I'm not sure this is for me, you know. What time's the family coming over?
I think this would be better if it was warm.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know a very good hot gin cocktail, which is a nice Christmas one.
Oh, I bet that's great.
Yeah, Simon Rimmer taught it to me ages ago, and it's one I've employed now.
Showbiz anecdote.
I'm already dropping the names. I'm dropping the names.
Oh my goodness.
How did that come out? How did
Gin,
And heat.
heat. I think that's all it is, and some form of flavouring somewhere.
Yeah.
No, but I went on their show once, and they we were doing all like hot Christmas cocktails and things like that, and they made me a hot gin cocktail. I drank all of it and then got really, really drunk live on the show, and I couldn't say the word horse racing. I kept saying it's race horsing, and I just kept saying that all over again.
Yeah, it's funny though, isn't it? It's like those kind of like Sunday morning, Saturday morning shows where they just play you full of booze, and you just after a while you go, oh, I am pissed now.
Yeah.
And then you've got to promote whatever you're promoting. In your case, horse racing, and failing miserably. Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
So hang on, so he taught it to you afterwards? So
I
you
know, I
stayed-
took the recipe. Yeah, but then he did send me a load of gin afterwards, which was
see.
very nice, very good. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And what have we got?
This is honey grilled halloumi with baked figs, prosciutto, rocket, and some flaked almonds.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So I would say that one of you has to be a cheeseman. Which one is it?
I enjoy cheese very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's one of life's miracles.
Is that why we're having halloumi today?
I don't know. I didn't specify halloumi.
Did you not?
And actually, aren't you more of a halloumi guy?
I like halloumi. Dan really likes cheese. That was wasn't at your wedding we had to get cheese for you and your wife.
Right. Yeah, we did. Instead of gifts, we had everyone contribute to the day, and so bring something for the wedding. So all of the 100 people there had made the day happen together. And so we put 99 people on cheese.
Yeah, it was great. It was everywhere.
Did you?
Yeah,
Was there like
terrific.
loads and loads of cheese?
Yeah, and you were very happy. And his wife did one of the best. Your speech was good, but her speech was, you just see someone just knock it out of the park.
It was fine. Not enough cheese in it for my liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Are you a fig person? Do you like figs? Because I'm not really a one for figs.
I love figs.
Do you?
Yeah, I think they're really tasty, lovely and sweet. Here's my showbiz anecdote. I had figs with cheese after a gig I did in New Zealand with the very famous New Zealand actor whose name escapes me.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Yeah, it was incredible. Really, really tasty. Like some flash place. But yeah, fig and cheese. So
How are we going to do this? Shall we just do it ourselves and pass it around? Why don't I start?
Matt, do you like a fig?
I do like a fig, actually, and I'm very much looking forward to this.
Oh, that's fizzy. Have you tried that?
Is that
No,
all
I
right,
haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you guys first meet?
We first met in at a comedy club in York, and Dan was running the club, and I was doing the gig, and that was it. When was that?
How old are you guys?
I was 22.
Yeah, it'd be about that age. We're the same age. So we both, lovely, get a bit of fig. We both grew up in and around Bath and Bristol.
Right.
At the same age. And so I was aware of Russell, and we'd be doing the same mad gigs. Because this is back in 97 sort of time.
Yeah.
And when the comedy circuit was wild and the gigs were peculiar.
What made them peculiar?
There wasn't much commercial angle to comedy. So it was
Yeah.
groups of enthusiasts getting together in weird places with no real quality control.
It was like I remember the guy that was on just after my first ever gig, the bloke before me was eating a banana with a spoon, and he was singing a theme tune to The Sweeney. Do you remember that TV show?
Yeah.
So I remember thinking...
Well, that was his act, or that was
his
great.
act.
Right, okay.
That wasn't like how he just like relaxed. But I remember thinking, I think I can do this. But it was like really earnest weirdos. You know what I mean? There was a lot of those, wasn't there?
And what were you doing? 5s or 10s or 20s?
Doing 5 minutes.
Doing 5s,
yeah. Following that guy.
And then there was Virgin Mirth, which was just these weird older men enthusiasts, and they'd be like, "Yeah, come along, do 5 minutes."
Oh, wow.
So it was crazy. But I knew of Russell at that time, but our paths didn't cross. And then I was running this gig in York, and we
hung out.
hung out.
Well, how did you two meet?
God, the first time we met was
In the audition?
Yeah. Wasn't it? Yeah. Was that your first audition, or were you coming back for a recall? Because it was my recall.
It was my recall.
Right, it was mine as well.
second.
Yeah.
And I auditioned with another potential Stacey before.
Did you?
I didn't
Before
audition
Joe
with any
came
other
in.
Gavins,
But
yeah.
you, because you told us on our show that you got the job in the toilet, which
Yes.
sounds like, that sounds like a bit of clickbait. I don't mean it like that. But she's got the job.
I met Ruth in the toilet,
But you
and
did,
I got
yeah. And she
I got
just was-
chatting to her, and she just went, she went in and said, "Oh, I've just met Stacey."
Yeah.
But then we had to go in then and do a chemistry test, didn't we?
What,
Do you
hap- what happens in the chemistry test?
They give you a Bunsen burner.
yeah, and they give you some
They just
liquid,
shut you in that gas
a
tank.
test tube. But I think you've got to be a pretty bad actor to not be able to like fake chemistry as well. Because you've got to be able to see if you get on and if you click. But I mean,
Oh, I don't know. There's something unquantifiable, isn't there?
what was the other Stacey like? Did you have chemistry with her?
She was excellent. Absolute dynamite.
Oh, really?
She really was. She
Yeah.
was fabulous. a lot better in many ways.
Did you meet another Gavin?
No, you've
Hang
been
on a
my only
minute.
Gavin.
So you had multiple Stacys.
How many
I have
Stacys have
multi-
you had?
I've had more than one Stacey.
So the show should be called Gavin and the Stacys. The many Stacys of Gavin.
Exactly.
Did you have any choice over the Stacey? Like when we both left, did they say to you,
I was told I had the choice.
"Are you serious? You've never told me that. You were told you had the
I
choice."
was told I had the choice
By who?
by one of the producers
Which one?
and creators of the show.
Yeah.
And I told them my choice, but apparently I didn't have the choice.
But they didn't choose to go with it.
I've got a question for Matt. Did Joanna talk in her own accent when she did the audition with you? Because you told us that you faked a Welsh accent.
No, I faked a Cardiff
Faked
accent.
the wrong Welsh accent.
Yeah.
Was that...
It's all faked. She's really posh.
I actually do speak with an RP accent.
Is that we heard you off camera? It was extraordinary. Yeah. Chandeliers. It was incredible.
Do you like these guys? This.
Very
It's just so professional. We should have said, I do want you to feel really comfortable, like this is just a normal meal between 4 people.
But you've got cue cards.
We've
But
got
we've
cue
got cue
cards.
cards, and you may have noticed microphones.
So tell me more about when the pair of you first met then. What was it that made you decide that you wanted to work together?
Oh, okay. So I remember. So I was very young, and back then everyone was doing kind of. Everyone had like an iron tight 20 minutes. So it's very rare to see somebody that was just being funny, and that's what he did. So he was comparing, and there'd been a power cut in York, and he told a really funny story about having a poo by candlelight and how it was like suddenly transported back to Dickensian times. And it was clear, you could see the audience in the room laughing along because they'd had a sort of similar sort of experience. And I was going, blimey hell, he's actually just thought of this today and done it. And a lot of people are really good at making it look like they're making up on the spot. But it was so sort of to that day, I remember thinking, God, he's really funny. And courageous.
Similarly, I think that was a shared thing because you did the same thing. You'd been in Europe earlier that day and seen a sex shop and then did a good 5 or 10 minutes on medieval sex toys.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, I do.
Oh, okay.
It was
Nice.
brutal.
Okay, yeah.
It was really good. And so it's that sense of, Russell's right, at that time, people would do the same jokes, gig to gig, wherever you went.
Yeah.
And so those people who would just improvise for real, it was really exciting.
Yeah, it was cool.
And so what was the first thing that you both did together then, when you both decided, right, we're going to work with each other?
So, when I started doing Good News, I kind of got we all kind of got to, we had auditions as well. Yeah, it was you, Steve, Carl, Kiri, and the other Steve that did the job over sort of various years. We all kind of sat in a room and just clicked and kind of wrote jokes about the news, and I don't know, that was the first time that we worked together, but the friendship kind of developed from that because it was such a shared experience to try and every week, it was a bit like being in, like the A-Team where they kind of make a new thing every week. They sort of burst out and they kind of saved the day. That's kind of what it felt like.
And we never got on a plane.
We never got on a plane.
Yeah.
But it was like...
Thanks, Sam.
It was so communal, and I felt like the kind of front man of a band. That's kind of what it felt like compared to doing stand-up.
But in terms of you two, I guess it was sort of organic the way you became a sort of writer-producer for Russell. Is that would that be fair?
Yeah, I mean, you say producer, I would say interfering control freak. So you enter the writing room with one mask on, and it becomes very clear quite quickly that you can't leave the mechanics of it alone.
Okay.
And won't just let it be, won't just write jokes and then go, there you go, I'm going home.
Yes.
I would sort of live and breathe the scripts alongside Russell, I think.
But that's what made it great. If you've been in a similar experience where, that everyone brings their own skill.
Yeah.
And you realise that I'm haphazard, I'm kind of all over the shop. Dan is very organised. Steve was also very organised, and then the other Steve was quite kind of dark and weird. So he would put these strange jokes in, and everything all kind of worked. It was like this perfect little chemistry. It's very hard to explain what it was, but...
Do you have a director for your live stuff?
No.
You don't? You
No.
don't?
It just, the sort of the TV stuff... I couldn't do it any other way, but be a big part of it and write everything with my friends rather than have it given to me. I just don't have those. I don't have the skills. I've done one acting job, and I sort of realised very quickly into that. I just don't have that skill.
Right.
I can write and perform what I've written, but I can't bring to life other people's words.
Yes.
And when you see people do it, it's really interesting that you when you write something, you see somebody elevate it more than you could. Really brilliant.
And Dan, did you back in York, did you know at the time that this would lead to a long, long relationship?
We got
collaborative relationship, yeah.
We got on, and you came up early and I made you a fish pie.
Yeah. I'd never had fish pie before, and I wasn't excited.
Thank you so much for bringing it back to food, because that, after all, is the point.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
would it excite? He went, "Oh, I've cooked you some food." I was like, "Great!" And then he said fish pie. I was like,
So had you never had fish pie
Never
before?
had fish pie. Never had a desire to eat it. But it was very nice.
And
What made you
it.
choose the fish pie?
It was a mackerel dauphinoise, and it was one of three things that I could make at the time, but it looked fancy. You know.
But who can only make one of three things, and one of them is a
I know,
mackerel
that's
dauphinoise.
incredible.
This is all I can throw together. A mackerel dauphinoise.
This is a life hack cheat. So you get good at two or three things for a whole load of different things. You don't need to be good at everything. You just need to be able to do three things well.
Yes.
So I can cook three good dishes, and then people are like, "Oh, this guy can cook."
What are your top three?
Top three fancy dishes: a good curry, the mackerel dauphinoise, and what would I do? A fresh pasta.
A fresh pasta.
Well, when you say a fresh pasta, is that pasta that you
Eggs.
actually make yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you learn three things. So, like, for example, I can't speak Spanish, but I can say aprendería el español si tuviera tiempo, which means I would learn Spanish if I had the time.
Oh,
That's enough to be impressive,
Complicated
yes.
little sentence, and people leave you alone after that. I can't say another thing. I don't know what pig is in Spanish. What's pig in Spanish?
I've no
don't know
idea.
what
I know
pig is.
"do not disturb" is "no molesting, por favor."
Is it really?
Yeah, I saw it on my
Is it
sort of-
really?
Yeah, I saw it on the door of my hotel. I was like, Jesus, these people need to be told.
Both our Spanish listeners will be really enjoying this.
Yeah, but
This is fabulous.
So can you speak any languages?
No.
I can do es I i'r clwb ieuenctid gyda ffrindiau neithiwr in Welsh, which means I went to the youth club last night with my friends.
Oh, nice.
Do you know
You've got
any-
your alibi sorted.
My favourite foreign word is Kummerspeck, which is German, and it translates as grief bacon, and it's putting on weight after heartbreak.
Oh my gosh, that's quite romantic.
Lovely, isn't it? But but when you say Kummerspeck, it is romantic, but then through the German tone sounds very aggressive. She's suffering from Kummerspeck.
But I do like grief bacon.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't
That's
it?
absolutely delightful.
Yeah.
It feels like a real, it feels like the goth phase for Peppa Pig, doesn't it? Like when she's just she's just got off the ropes and it's just like, I really hate my dad. Yeah, we know.
We all do.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the fish pie then. So that's the first thing you ever made for you.
It was, you know what it's like? If anyone cooks for you, and particularly when you're kind of skint and you've got no money and you're just rocking up to a gig and someone has made that gesture, you're not going to not eat it. So I kind of powered through it, but it was disgusting.
Was it disgusting?
It's just like mackerel and, cream and potatoes. It's like, I'm not really into that filth.
I've got to say, it sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
It does sound disgusting.
Sounds quite
Well,
strong.
bring on that main course. Here it comes now. The mackerel.
But it's so lovely.
Mackerel, dauphinoise. I mean,
fantastic.
Presumably you have to have a mandolin, don't you, for a dauphinoise?
A mandolin
Oh,
or a
yes.
steady hand.
Because that's true. You
okay.
don't really need an instrument, do you? You can just
So you've got your dauphinoise, and then why choose mackerel? I mean, it's
quite
a
full on,
pungent-
isn't it?
It is full on, and it's delicious. These little flavour nuggets, these explosions, this bang. You've got this big salty flavour coming through, and then you get a little bit of a break. You just there's potatoes, bit of cream, then bang again. Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a minefield.
But see, this is what's interesting about him. He was like this when he was 22. So now it makes complete sense. But imagine a 22-year-old in a waistcoat sort of going, explosions! And so I just ate it quickly and got out of there.
Yeah, wow.
You know, the first thing that I ever made for a man once, right? It was, I said, I'll make you a really nice spaghetti bolognese. Maybe in the back of my head, I was thinking he was going to take his clothes off. But yeah, so I boiled the spaghetti and got all of that ready. And then I put that on the plate. And then I just went and got, oh my gosh, that looks incredible.
Sam's got a pie,
Sam,
and that looks...
tell us about it. That's amazing.
Paneer curry pie. Apparently you like curry, Russell.
Yeah.
So I've got some sides for you as well.
Oh my gosh,
Some
that's
crab
incredible.
Good Lord.
Paneer
Have you done all the
curry pie.
pastry and stuff?
Oh, he has. But has he
that's a
done
no,
it? Has he
but-
done it all the way around the bottom? Because if he hasn't,
No, I'd never give you shopboard
not
pastry.
pie.
you've just given it a hat.
That really
Oh,
is
hello.
incredible.
Okay.
Rice with the
Oh.
Okay, you've got some pilau rice and
Yeah.
some green beans with some ancho chili and garlic.
Oh my Lord! Thank you.
It's incredible. This
Absolutely.
has left us pretty speechless, actually.
I can see why you started doing this show.
Can we go back? Sorry, can we go
Yeah.
back to the dauphinoise mackerel?
Can we not
No,
just?
do you want to dish up? Let's.
Plunge
Yeah.
Oh, what, you've got one? I
Yeah.
thought we were waiting for Sam.
Right, I feel.
Tell us about the spaghetti bolognese.
Right,
while
you
you
dish
serve
up.
it.
I'll finish my. Right, you do the dishing up. Oh my God! Look, there's curry in there.
Yeah.
So my spaghetti bolognese. I boiled the spaghetti. I put it on the plate. Oh,
Russell,
Yes, mate. Thank you.
come on.
nice.
Do you want a bit of...
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
I put the spaghetti on the plate,
God, that's
and
good.
then I went and got a tin of tuna in brine, and I opened the tin of tuna. I poured out the brine. I then got the tin of tuna, and I just put it on the top of the spaghetti, and I went, there we are, and that's what I gave him. That was it. No sauce, no actually bolognese, nothing like that. It was spaghetti with dry tinned tuna.
Wow. And how old?
Suffice to say, he
I
is not your
was
husband.
25.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I wouldn't
I was
serve that to
20.
a cat. That is terrible.
Yeah.
That is. And what? And
Thank
did he?
you.
Did he eat it?
Absolutely loved it.
Did he?
Loved it.
Oh, yeah,
Loved
did
it.
he?
Well, this-
Oh, really? I'm sure he did.
But that's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's kind of but that doesn't that say everything about a man?
Yeah, but I was
Clearly,
yeah.
well, I'm in her house. She's really attractive. She's cooked me this. If I eat it, I'm
You
in.
never know.
Like that. Whereas
But
a
I
lady
was-
would be
yeah.
like, "You've just fed me something out of a tin that you've just slopped on top of spaghetti. How little respect do you have for me?" And she's gone.
I was still in the
I was
phase
like,
though
this
about.
girl's got no standards.
I was still lying about football though, because I was acting like I absolutely love football, and I was going to all the football matches. So I think there was quite a bit of lying going on either
Wow.
side. Yeah, yeah.
But that's so. Are you not in? Because you said on our show again that
Yeah.
your dad really liked cooking.
Oh God, he's a feeder.
So did you not? Did you never learn to cook?
No, no.
Wow.
Do you know what I did? Obviously, right, I've got a thing for the tuna because I did learn in school. Home economics in school, they taught us how to make a tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
And one of the main points of it was getting the brine out of the tin. So obviously it worked because, thanks, Matt. So I took it forward in my life. Do you know what we need? We need some napkins.
What I would say
Sam?
is, like they say that every teacher is important, and they are.
Yes.
But if you don't know how to make a tuna sandwich,
Well,
on.
some people might not know how to drain the brine.
yeah, but
And I did take that forward and I was still remembering it at the age of 25.
so you're remembering that lesson. Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
but
incredible.
you replaced a bolognese sauce with a tin of tuna.
Yeah.
I mean, there were fundamentals at
Yes.
play here.
So if anything, that lesson was too effective.
Yes, it was. It was ingrained in my mind. Russell, what's the first thing that you ever made for Dan? I mean, do you often cook for each other?
No,
or
I'm-
have you never really gone
I don't think I've
cooking?
ever cooked for you.
Yeah, well, you sort of have.
Have I?
Yeah, and I lied to you.
Okay.
Oh,
But
what
Oh,
was
here we
that?
go.
What was it?
Quite recently, you cooked a curry for your child, for your son.
Yeah.
Russell was saying, I've made this chicken curry for my son.
Butter
it's
chicken.
incredible.
It's a butter chicken.
But he's not eating it. And I want you to try it to say this is incredible. So it goes to the microwave with the Tupperware.
Yeah, because it had been frozen, and then you kind of, it's like in little sort of cubes, and you get it out and you kind of heat it up for your kid.
And I guess I'm a bit of a people pleaser. Yes, yeah, this will be fine. Although I've got a problem with baby food of any kind. I equivocate it to pet food. I just can't get that out my head. And so I'm chowing back on this stuff. And I told you it was great, and it might be great, but I hated every moment of it. But
Did
that's
you?
a psychological
Oh, well
problem.
done. I
God.
would never have known.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. Like cooking for your kid, when you put so much effort in, and the problem
then they
is,
don't want
it's
it.
complete guesswork because it's not like a 15-month-old kid is like going, "What? Oh, butter chicken! Oh, great! Looking forward to that." They're just sort of watching you in the corner, and you're kind of trying to waft smells towards him, and then it takes you hours to finish it, and then have a bit, and you're like, "Okay." That's that. So I was so excited when you came round, and you aren't the only person that has tried that chicken.
Oh my God, and they've just all been lying to you.
He loved it.
When we did the Sky show, we did like a 5-minute bit on food waste. And one of the facts on that was that half the food that's grown in the world is wasted.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, that is an incredible statistic. And then I had kids and I was like,
Yeah.
no, I really get it.
Yeah.
What do we think of this, guys?
I think it's fantastic.
It's good, isn't
Excellent.
it?
Yeah.
I would never have thought about putting a curry in a pie.
No, neither would I.
Which is quite strange, actually, if I have put tuna on spaghetti. I mean, yeah.
My friend Craig's mum, when he was 10, she made a spaghetti bolognese pie. Similar thing. It was like actual, the pasta and the kind of mince all in a pie for his 10th birthday party. Incredible. Absolutely.
10?
Yeah, 10 years old. And she just randomly made a spaghetti bolognese pie, and we played football in the garden. One of the best
God, it sounds
parties.
amazing.
One of the best parties I've ever been to in my life.
Are you
Genuinely.
showing that to a 10-year-old?
We had a smashing time. Don't speak ill of Kim Scriven.
I think, though, the anxiety surrounding providing food for your kids is not talked about enough. I find it an absolute nightmare. And you're absolutely right, Russell.
Yeah.
In the 90s, you ate what you were given or you didn't have anything.
Yep.
Now you just feel this real emotional pressure to offer more and more and more. And that is, you're building a rod for your own back there, aren't you?
It's tricky though, but
And then
then
taking that rejection.
But the
is awful.
feeling of excitement, I cooked a lasagna. There's this brilliant recipe book I've got. It's like basically just takes salt out of the recipes. So I cooked this lasagna, and Mike, he devoured it. And you just feel the closest you
King.
feel, like in this day and age, to being a caveman that's gone out and killed an elk. Like,
Yes.
do you know what I mean? That you come back, blood everywhere, daddy, and then he's like, daddy, and your wife's like, man, and you're like, woman. It feels a bit like that. Like it's a recipe book. It's a bit like those little, they're so interesting, those little moments you have with kids. That all the cliches are true, that there's this sort of upper tier of love. So your kid will just come over and just put his head on your inner arm and just lie it there. And you're like, okay, well, that's a memory I'll never forget. And he's oblivious to it. I'm fascinated by that because there's things I remember that my dad said to me that he's probably got no idea
Yes.
of. But they lodged in my brain for whatever reason, and it would have
Yeah.
just been this droplet that fell from his mouth.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, it's so interesting. Why is it the things that stick?
Yeah.
Why
I
is
know,
that?
why do they?
And yet, there's things we've been taught in school that they could have said it 1,000 times, and our brains like not on receive.
Yeah.
And yet somehow somebody will say something, and it's with you forever. So weird.
Do you do bedtime?
Yes.
Yeah. Every night, or do you alternate?
Sometimes they just leave him up.
Yeah. Whenever I can. If I'm kind of obviously if I'm away I can't. But like if so, my wife works Monday to Wednesday, so during that time I would try and do it. Yeah.
Because when I do bedtime, I use that as my bedtime. I love the idea of going to bed at 7:15.
Of course.
Once he's asleep, which is a major achievement in itself, and the feeling of getting your child to sleep
Incredible.
is absolutely phenomenal, as I'm sure many of you can
Again,
identify.
but never spoken about. Like that, again, that feels like such victory. If you
It is such
Yeah.
a victory.
If you spent an hour and a half just...
Oh my God, 5 stories and back
I know.
tickling until eventually it happens.
But when I
Or 3
remember the
squirts of
first
alcohol.
time it happened, I wept. It was
Bit
incredible.
of Benadryl.
But you've got, but it's the quietest kind of celebration because you can't make any noise.
No.
I'm 45, so like a creak from my knees, like any kind of noise could wake him up. So I literally crawl out of the room like Lieutenant Dan, and then kind of open the door and try and get out as quietly. And it's just that moment when you shut the door, and then you just with yourself,
Yes.
and you just turn to your wife, and you're like, you. Main room now, traitors, us. Do you know what I mean? And it's like this hour of like just
Oh my God, yeah.
togetherness.
I've
No,
never
no,
had
no,
that time though,
if we
because
haven't
I've
tried
never
them,
ever
guys.
had any evenings. But what I find absolutely
That was
mad
so delicious.
is that you've got that moment where, oh my gosh, finally, and then you wait for a minute and you look at the breathing, it's like, oh my God, yeah, they finally gone. And then you start sneaking out, and if you make so much as a small noise, they're like waking up again straight away. And that happens, or if somebody walks outside the door just a little bit too loud, they wake up straight away. The other day, I took them all to see the fireworks, and my little one was really excited. Then she got in the pram, pulled the hood over, and then the fireworks started. They went on, oh my gosh, about half an hour. So loud. At one point, I was checking, thinking, oh my gosh, is she going to be out cold? Didn't wake up once.
Wild, isn't it?
I know, it's just so strange.
And yet, like a little burp that you might have done
Yeah.
will wake them up.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing.
But I can't believe that you leave the room and then you go, right, come on, let's go and watch Traitors, because I'm very much, I'll cushion, I'll wait until they're sleeping, and then I go, right, oh my God, this is my time now, get my phone out, headphones in, I'm not going downstairs again, and I'll just start watching stuff on my phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it's because we've sort of like tried to like carve out that kind of, that late evening. And by late evening, we're talking 7:30 to 9. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, of just what can we do for us? And for whatever reason, the celebrity traitors, who knew? Like all those far right marches, they could learn a lesson. You don't need to wave flags and beat up the police. You want to bring this nation together? You put Alan Carr in a cloak. That's all you need. Get him, give him a lantern. The joy that gave me and countless millions, who knew? But I was rewinding it. I was looking at his face out of shot. It just, but it's that thing of, it's those small things in life. You spend an hour and a half getting your son to sleep, and then you sit with your wife and you kind of watch telly, and it's this communal thing. And little things.
I gaze at my son, feel the pain of love, like a love I've never felt, and then I go to sleep myself. I love that.
And then
She can watch Traitors on her own.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question
Oh,
then.
go on then, yeah.
So what we're going to do is, are you dessert people? Are you puddings guys?
Well, it's always the phrase is, we'll have a look. We'll have a look.
And you might share
Do you
one.
know there's a restaurant near where I live, and they do this brilliant thing where you can have half a dessert
nice.
and a coffee
Oh, that's excellent.
for the price of like a regular dessert.
What a fantastic
It's
idea.
it's a game changer because you're definitely having that, aren't you?
You're definitely having
Yeah.
that.
When often on a set menu, you get a choice between having a starter and a main, or a main and a dessert. I think if you choose a main and a dessert, you're insane.
Do you really?
Absolutely.
Why?
Starter's the best part of a meal. All the best flavours are in there. I just think they're incredible. Desserts, who's that for, really? Children.
Oh my God. I mean,
Give give me a copy of War and Peace. I don't want any of that infant shit.
If you were forced to have a dessert, though,
So let's
what
struggle
would you,
through whatever Sam's cooked up.
Thank you, mate.
What would you go for, though, if you were going to have
Cheese
to
board,
have?
cheese board.
yeah.
No, give it back.
Well, if you're going to be nasty about it.
Yeah, no.
So are you a cheese board fella?
Sam, can I have a red spoon? Because red's my favourite colour.
Sam, don't bring the bibs in there. Just keep them up, leave them up there.
Thank you. Why not here? Save it for the car. What? Why did you what
Do
happened?
that to Sam?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
No,
There must be desserts that win you over.
I saw the rice that none of us had eaten that he'd prepared.
Yeah.
And I felt terrible, so I had a bit of that.
Yes.
And then I thought I'd earned the right to be rude about it.
Well, I'm still here.
Oh.
So this is, as you're both from, Southwest, apple. We've got, it's like a sticky toffee apple pudding.
Oh my God.
And that's from the Good Food App.
Phenomenal.
But I'm going to get you some custard, because
Oh, now see, how does this make you feel?
I'm sure it'll be delicious. I don't dislike puddings.
Yeah.
It's just if it's an either-or situation. But I'm being fed. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
It's a good question though. I would thank you, mate. I would have a starter over a pudding. But
I think I
but
would
then
do that now.
Invariably, if you're having a kind of nice meal out, you have that's why that kind of half a dessert and a coffee.
It's an excellent
Do
idea.
you
It's a
ever
game
do all
changer.
three, though? Will you just go, well, I'll have the starter, the main, and I'll have the pudding?
yeah.
Why not?
If it's a special occasion,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you want to do the honours, Matt? Have you
Not
ever had
really.
any food disasters?
Yeah, when my wife was training to be a doctor, oh, thanks, mate. We lived in Leamington, and I kind of became, I got some really great mates there, and we started doing like this, come dine with me with all the sort of friends that we met. And
Yeah.
so I thought, that'd be really good fun. So I tried to cook beef Wellington for everyone. She said, yeah. And it was so, the pastry kept falling apart, and it was so bloody. And it was just, everyone was just, that's really nice, but it was kind of like, it was like the red wedding. Do you know what I mean? It was just everywhere.
Did you do a mushroom duxelle?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's what
that's
you
the
put
thing
up,
that
you
goes
put
around
coat.
it.
Yeah, that's what you coat around it. A mushroom
And then you get
duxelle.
you can get Parma ham around that, but it's easier to do individual beef Wellingtons than it is the big long one. But it still tastes good. It was just a bit bloody.
Was
and
it a plate with blood?
Yeah, it was swimming, man. It was
Oh, my
absolutely
God. In blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad look, isn't it?
That's a Howard's welly.
So that was bad.
Yeah. Oh, should
Yeah.
we have a bit of the custard?
Oh yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
custard?
go.
Right.
What about you, Dan? What food disasters have you had?
The first time I made pasta, that was really bad because you've got to I made ravioli and it took forever. Thank
sorry.
you. No, it's fine. I made ravioli and it took forever, but then I forgot to put the flour in between the different pastas. So you've got people coming around for dinner, then you go and check on it and go, this will take 2 minutes because it's fresh. And then you go to it and it's one clump.
Thanks.
One giant raviolo.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at this thing going, well, I might as well just kill myself. This is not the meal I wanted.
But that first time you have a dinner party, it feels so grown up, and so we're all of a sort of similar age. So I can remember my parents having dinner parties, and I remember looking at After Eight mints. Do you remember them? That was a big thing in the 80s, and the excitement of eating one of those at 6, and just kind of oh, you're only allowed it after 8. But so when you find yourself in that kind of world of having friends over and having dinner, you realise how out of depth you are the first time you do it.
Well, I know, because I cannot stand doing. I don't like the responsibility of hosting, or it terrifies me. How do you two feel about that? Is it something that you go for
We
and
do
you'd like?
on New Year's Eve every year. We do we invite everyone round. Children, there's 30 people in the house, and we do the food for 30.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it's become like a tradition that we always do this huge feast.
And what do you normally serve up?
Well, it's just the table is full. You know those pictures of tables that are just like a Viking feast?
Yes.
The idea is to just make it look as sumptuous as possible so people walk in and see that table, they're like, ah.
Yeah.
Well, how do
That's amazing.
I mean, how do you even begin? I'm amazed on at work, people cooking for 80, 100 people.
Yeah.
Because it's very different, isn't it? In cooking, doing a dinner party, but then cooking for multiple
Yes,
people.
Classic. You need one pot dishes.
Yeah.
You need one big raviolo. And then everyone just takes a bite out the side.
But get a big chili. That's an easy one to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get it in, and then loads of microwavable stuff. Easy. I think that's one of the things that Gavin and Stacey sort of managed to capture so well was those kind of sort of unruly, weird but safe family parties.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of really, it was so good at that. You recognise it where you go, God, everyone knows somebody like that.
They did feel quite authentic, didn't they?
Yeah.
The last
so
one
much
that we
so.
did, you were the one who jumped on the sofa first, weren't you, when we were dancing?
For the pylon, yeah.
Was it recognisable to you from your own lives as well?
Oh, God, yeah.
Singing.
It was. I remember my auntie Thelma going through the glass coffee table in one party we had when I was young.
That's what I mean.
I bet the guy under it was really surprised.
That is so great. I love that.
I could only apologise.
Oh, Jesus.
This is fabulous.
Yeah.
Do not cut that.
No.
That is a great joke.
Yeah. It's a real image, and and the name Thelma just gives it a real twist.
We might as well stop. We might as well stop recording because that is a hell of a joke.
You're not getting away with that.
Dan, that's fabulous. Well done.
Well, let's give
Can I
it
just say,
in for the
well
edit,
done.
shall we?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
How is Thelma now? Is she okay?
She's dead now.
Pudding's nice.
Yeah. It's a nice apple in it.
Pudding's all right, I suppose. It's
really good.
It's a bit infantile, but
That's incredible.
So how would you say that your relationship has changed over the years? What are you like now?
Do you want to answer that?
Well, I think any relationship changes because you get a shorthand, don't you?
Yeah.
And we've been in writing rooms together now for 10, more than 10 years anyway. And that's a lot of very close time being incredibly honest with each other and failing repeatedly, trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And it's quite hard to be unfunny in front of someone. You need to be quite a good level to tell a joke and it fail and then go, that doesn't matter because that happens to me too. And that's really rare, I think, to have that kind of honesty.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
and fearlessness, I guess.
Yeah, well, because you've gone through it, so all the shame is sort of meshed away. But it's probably not dissimilar to I think if you worked with people for so long, there's probably no improv scene that you could have done in Gavin and Stacey that you'd have been afraid to do. But if somebody had gone, I'm not sure that's working, you would sort of trust the collective. Like no one's, you sort of, when you work for someone for a long time, you realise no one's out to get you. Whereas when you're young and particularly if you're doing something creative, you're so scared that any kind of criticism you assume it's because they hate me and I'm a fraud and I'm out of my depth and I shouldn't be here and I don't belong here, and sort of breaking through that.
It can be very inhibiting.
Yeah.
It's terrifying, and so many people don't ever get through that because you know we're kind of British. You don't want to make mistakes. It just feels so shameful. But I would say that's the main thing, isn't it? That
And as with any healthy male relationship, we also have a mutually assured destruction that we both said and know things about each other that could destroy each other instantly.
Oh, right,
Yes.
sure,
And
yeah.
so it's very handy to...
Instant cancellation.
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen out? Have you ever argued?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the worst one you've had? Or has there ever been one that you've gone, oh God, there's no coming back from this?
There's not. Once we were like bored in the room, and Dan, do you remember when you threw a pen up in the air and you tried to catch it in your mouth? Yeah. And he just managed to catch it like that. And if he hadn't caught it, he would have died because he would have just. It was insane. I don't know why you did it. And I just was laughing, and you got really like, I could have fucking died, man. I could have died. And then I was going, I said, yeah, but you threw a pet, like, no one threw it. You didn't have to catch it like a seal. and then he was like, I could have died. And clearly it was about something else. But do you remember that? And then it became funnier because he was like, I could have died. And you like, he's got a bit of like biro on his lip.
Yeah, no, but in my defence, I could have died.
Yeah, I know.
That would make great merch, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
On a T-shirt, I could have died. Just leave it open like that.
But other than that, we've had loads of creative rows down the years. Like we were always,
But you got to.
yeah. So
Tension brings good stuff.
Yeah, but I always kind of respected
It was from the right place.
Were you in the room when I ripped my shirt?
I wasn't sure whether you were going to tell everyone about that.
Oh my God, tell us, what was it?
I was so stressed, I couldn't make a joke. I felt like the weight of the world was on me and we were trying to write jokes or something, and I just went, oh God, and like ripped like the Hulk, and it was just sort of hanging there, and then just carried on writing.
And we're all round the table like that.
Like that, and it was after about half an hour, I was like, yes, so I ripped my shirt earlier, and I was like, oh, thank God, oh, phew. We were able to kind of take the piss out of me, but it was...
Yeah, I will have a tea, please.
But it was so... That was a real moment. I remember coming home and going to my missus.
Do you want to... I mean, you can do it now if you want to do it.
It's honestly, I would...
It feels quite hot.
It is.
Well, that's because you're in the jumper.
No,
wearing the jumper.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. There was nothing sexual about it.
Oh, right.
It was deeply like, yeah, and then just like, oh God, what? Are you all right? Yeah, it was, but so funny.
Now, one of you has a particular skill with Maltesers. Is that correct?
We did that on stage during the show.
Did we?
You threw one across the whole of the BBC soundstage.
And you caught it, of course.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
How did you first discover that you could do this?
We occasionally with our teas we'd have sweets, and I forget the name of
Steve.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was probably Stevie, and he was just like, like a mate of ours from Newport, who's just like he commits to a practical joke like nobody I've ever met. So he had the same food that Dan had for an entire series. I just have what Dan's having in it. Like,
So I would deliberately start ordering things I knew he was allergic to.
Yes.
To see if I could break him and he'd stop copying my every meal.
Yeah, but this went on for like 8 weeks.
So he's like big blue lips and
he
eyes
kept
puffed
going,
like-
did he? He didn't stop.
But the best
Anaphylactic shock.
But it culminated in, so Dan ordered some food and then went to the edge, because we were filming it at Hammersmith, went to the edge and threw his tea in the river.
Yes.
And Wolsey went, I gotta do it, man, like that, and then also threw it out.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was Stevie that was saying like, let's see who can catch Maltesers in the mouth, and Dan was unbelievably good at it. And I've never seen him, to put the pressure on, I've never seen him not be able to catch it in his mouth. Incredible.
How many can you catch at one time? What's been your most?
Well, before the accident, the most at one time.
Yeah, is it just one, or do you carry catch like a load?
I think you'd need Matrix-style skills if you threw 10 in the air, and I'm like...
Oh, no, one after the other. So when they're thrown, do you catch one, and then you keep going, and then there's two in there? What's the most you've ever got to?
See, this is
Presumably you eat them as
I was thinking you
thrown.
save them.
No.
No, do you eat
I tell
them?
you can save a Malteser. Once it's gone in the mouth, the chocolate is instantly deteriorating.
Oh, look at that. Wow. So we're going to see how many we can get in. So he's going
So what we're going to do...
So he's going to become the...
Throw the vase.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're all going to go. Let's see how many we can all catch at the same time.
So Dan is about to become the Bonnie
And when
Blue
it's
of
empty-
Maltesers. He's on it.
Everyone, let's get to the Malteser bus.
So, but what I'm saying is I could stand from... I don't know what game you've got planned, but I think I could stand from over there. I could throw it and he could catch it in his mouth.
Are you serious? So if you stood
I think so.
there and he was on by that wall...
I think so, yeah. If yeah.
This is like Bangkok, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think I could make it happen. Let me try it. Let me...
All right, well, we're going to compete against you.
Okay, great.
No, I think we should just do that. And because this was a game to see who would do the washing up.
Oh, well, let's do that then. Let's do the game. Okay.
Right, let's have a look. Right.
Take the Maltesers, Russell.
Oh, my God.
Where do I go?
As far away
from Russell as possible.
Oh, we got to finish up.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
do it.
3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh!
It's the tooth. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
There you
my
go.
gosh.
1, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my God.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh, will you do more?
And this is why SeaWorld makes sense. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh! Did the 3.
Impressive,
Oh,
though,
my
eh?
God, that's amazing.
We'll fix it in the edit. 5.
Yeah, 5.
You did them all.
Isn't it amazing?
Very
That
good. Well,
is
for that.
very impressive.
I mean, we could have a go.
Come on,
You've
let's
got
have a
to
go.
have a
Who's
go.
going to catch? Who's going to throw?
Yeah.
Are you
You're
going to make the
catching.
catch?
Right.
Ready? Oh my God, what if it goes down? What if it's like the pen? What if it goes down my throat? What if I die?
I could have died.
What if it's the only episode we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of responsibility to throw.
Oh, it's a real double act.
Yeah,
I tell you what, we'll swap over.
There you go. Oh. I mean, I would if
Right,
that.
come down here. Let's have a go.
We'll definitely take
I feel
I'll say this now.
our effort.
Right, you go down, do one more, because that aim is bad. You're
I'll say
either
that
too high
now.
or too low.
If that doesn't become an internet meme,
Okay, right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Open your mouth.
Yeah, all right.
go.
You can do it.
Oh!
Oh my God, well done, Matt.
That was a good game.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh!
Guys, come on, ready?
Yeah, come on.
Oh!
He's blind in one eye.
Last
This
one.
is it. This to equalise.
This is it. You ready? Okay.
Oh!
My God, that was really good. Really good.
Well played.
Very good. Very good. But isn't it fun? So, and that's the thing, if you're trying to write jokes about Brexit for 10 weeks, then there's nothing quite like, should we get the Maltesers out and do that? Because it brings...
Tear your shirt off
Yeah.
and eat some Maltesers.
Yeah, it makes you happy, man.
So, tell us what you're working on now and what you're working on together.
So, do you want to take... We do a
The
podcast.
podcast that you came
Oh
and
my
were
God.
on.
Honestly,
So much
it's
fun.
such a fantastic podcast.
You
And
have
it
to
is
come on.
really, really
Oh,
good.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah,
Please,
yeah.
yeah, 5 brilliant things. So people, it's so simple. Guests come and they talk about the 5 things that make them happiest.
Yes.
It
Oh,
could
well,
be people
lovely.
or moments, or it's so varied. And it's just unashamedly kind of optimistic.
Yeah, it's
Because
nice.
there's so much gloom. You turn on the telly or your Instagram feed or whatever, it's relentlessly sad. And we're trying to create this pocket where there's some happiness and a little bit of
Yeah.
hope as well.
Yeah, it's fun. I really like it. So we do that, and then I'm on tour. And that is, and Dan also runs a comedy club. Also, here's an exciting thing: Dan makes cards. Tell them about your cards you
Oh,
make.
no, well, yeah, no, but for, no.
What kind
make
of cards?
Yeah, they're really
What
good.
cards do you make?
They're really great.
Grease's cards on the side.
Greetings
Yeah,
cards.
he's got a side hustle, and
Yeah.
they're
No,
really
love
good.
that.
When he's being all bashful.
They're in Waterstones, but they're
Are
Are
they
they?
Waterstones? Oh my God, that's
So
amazing.
I'll explain it because
Yeah.
he can't. He gets like old-fashioned pictures that you might see at a hotel, kind of like a duke and some dogs and maybe a lady like that, and then he just puts a funny sort of phrase to go with this whole picture, and they're really great.
They're fine.
Oh my God, that is so
Yeah.
sweet. I'm going to go looking for
Yeah,
them
yeah.
now. So where are you touring? Where have you been already? And you know,
No. It starts January.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sort of touring every Thursday to Sunday with a few gaps here, but everywhere in the UK and Ireland
And how long are you touring for?
until January to December. I have a little break.
What?
Wow.
Russell.
How is that gonna
I'm
be?
having breaks here and there, and big break in the summer.
You know, when you are touring, do you enjoy the different places that you're in? Do you enjoy going out and finding like, oh, what's the best restaurant? What's the best, and trying out loads of different
Love
stuff?
it. I never have a hotel breakfast. I always kind of find
You go out.
Yeah, just because then and you sort of get a feel for a place, and you might have a chat with like a waiter or a waitress, and something you can use for the gig later. It's just whereas I think hotel breakfasts are always a bit like meh. And like I remember one of the saddest. Do you remember Charlie? He's still with us. You know Charlie State. Does BBC Breakfast. I saw him. He obviously goes from BBC Breakfast to this hotel in Manchester afterwards. And he sort of runs over to get the end of the breakfast buffet. It's a real Partridge moment. I remember seeing him kind of looking at these like sad eggs. Like when the eggs have been there for like, they've been there since 6 and no one's picked them. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like people that don't get picked on Naked Attraction. It's just it's all kind of hanging there. And State was just like looking at these eggs like a cat with no owner. And I remember thinking, you need to go out, State. You need to, your life
But
can
he
get so much
runs
better.
back.
He runs back and
to get the end
to
of
get the end of the buffet, yeah. And he looked so like, oh, good God, what am I doing with my life? It just looked so, I wanted to hug him. But so from that, like...
Charlie, if you're listening, please come on the podcast. We will do you.
Feed you well.
The robberiest eggs you've ever eaten.
But I love
You
it.
and Naga, come on. We'll do a breakfast for you.
But you just want like Dan was saying earlier, you want like local restaurants and little tips and sort of places to go, a little kind of cool bar. I love it. I love traveling and doing stand-up's the best. How about you? What have you got on? What's around the corner?
Well, I've been doing this show all about charity shops and upcycling things. It's been really good fun. And I was doing a live auction yesterday because I think I'm basically a couple of steps away from, I don't even want to say this on the podcast, but I feel like I'm a couple of steps away from OnlyFans since doing a live auction. I've never experienced live auctions before, right?
There's your headline. There's your headline. That's it. I mean,
Oh my God.
We could rebrand.
I was on a live
We could
auction.
rebrand here.
Yeah.
I was on a live auction
What did you
last
fetch?
night.
Yeah.
£103, and I got a £50 tip. So this was pure. This is right. Honest to God, it was so exciting. I bought a vase, plain white vase, in a charity shop, and I said, I am going to upcycle it. I'm going to paint my own design on this plain vase, and I'm going to auction it and see how much I can get for it. Bought it for £3. And I did a design on it. The design was I drew a pig, I did 2 birds, I did a sheep, and I did a flower.
And all of those things your husband ate on your home.
And then with the auction, I introduced it. I showed the things that I had done, and I'd left a space. So live, as I came onto the online auction, the bid started going up already, and then I did a flower, and as I was doing live upcycle and drawing a flower, then I did my signature. The bids went up and up and up and up and up to £103.
Wow.
Then I kissed it, and then I got a £50 tip. And I don't know if it's the actress in me, right, going, oh my God, they like me, they like me. I kind of wanted to go, oh my God, I'm about 3 steps away from just going, I'm on OnlyFans and just going, oh my God, what else can I give you?
But it's that incredible thing, isn't it? Who knew you kissing a vase was worth £50?
I
So your
know.
brain then goes, what
else can I
What am I
do?
willing to kiss?
Yes.
What am I willing to rub against?
And
and how much will it make me?
I licked a shelf the other day and the money went boom. And then I thought, what am I doing this for?
Exactly.
Surely I can get
They were like,
this, you know.
can we get security to check out 3, please? Just some poor guy at B&Q. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Stacey. Yeah, she's just licking a shelf. You'd be a great,
She's
you'd be a
looking
great
at she's got a
auctioneer.
sum up machine.
But you already speak like an auctioneer anyway.
Exactly.
So it'd be fantastic.
It just seems like it's a natural thing, which I didn't even realise.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
Thanks so much, guys.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you
Really,
so much for
really
joining
lovely
us.
chatting to you.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, Sam, come in.
Sam, come in. Come and take a bow.
That was
Well,
terrific.
Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank
No,
you,
you're very
Sam.
welcome. I hope you enjoyed.
Could you do me a favour and tell them that they have to do the washing up because they failed the...
Did you lose?
Oh, yeah, we lost.
we did. We did.
You've let me down.
We got to do it all then.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
washing or drying?
I actually quite like washing up.
Oh, there you go. That works out well. Thanks, Sam. That was amazing. There you go.
Oh, okay, is this the...
So you're going to wash up, which means we get to sign off.
Lovely.
Oh, yeah, you have to do that. You have to say, yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. This has been the first and last episode in the series.
I'm Mathew Horne. I've had a smashing time, and this is my co-host.
You name it, I'll lick it. Joanna Page.
Maybe we should try harder to win next week.
I think so, because this is a lot.